But some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a filet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea. Okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion, fair value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you? I'm afraid to hold to the targets. Okay. Don't hold to the target. Take something out before. Isn't that what a fucking partial is? Yes. Why are you arguing about it? It's money. It's 100% fucking profitable. Why are you arguing it? Why?
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Say what's up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Like the stream. Make yourselves at home, boys and girls. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, George, Malik. Good morning, Nika, Big Head Reef, Lewis, Fadi, Nadav, K-Van Chan Choice Champions, PJW, Nins. Good morning. What's up, Melda? Good morning. Dunk Masters, Collins, Oscar, Yajdeep, Wolf Dubai, Naz Lover, Zane, Vincent, Dario, Charles. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How's everybody feeling? Happy hump day, I guess. Yeah. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me just make sure audio is good. Looks good. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? We do have some 10 a.m. news, Jolt's job openings to be mindful of. So in all likelihood, very well could be just wait till 10 a.m. for me today again. As I told you guys yesterday, it would be for probably most of the week. So looking here at well, let's start here, I guess. So here on the daily for NASDAQ and ES, you guys can see that we traded down yesterday. Obviously, we had a lot of movement in the overnight session, and then we sold off at the open, taking out these lows and creating an SMT divergence with ES. So ES did not take these lows out. NQ did. And then we had a very strong rejection here on the daily candle. Looking at the 4-hour, we see that a couple things. One, we actually created a bullish 4-hour fair value gap, held it as support. We inverse now this 4-hour bearish fair value gap. So, you know, it's getting a little bit interesting here. Starting to see that these bullish PD arrays are holding off of these lows and bearish PD arrays are beginning to fail. Looking at this range here, we are basically right back. I mean, we're kind of smack dab in the middle of this range, right? So right at equilibrium of this range. I was reading some of the comments in the chat before. A lot of you guys were talking about the clean lows. I don't know if you guys were talking about here or these lows way down yonder. Obviously, you guys know that I was predominantly more bearish going into this week and this month to that weekly and monthly fair value gap. But obviously, we got to react to what order flow is showing. Right now, NQ is showing us, to me, a willingness to disrespect these bearish PD arrays and potentially just be bullish. ES, a little bit more weakness. We are still obviously inside that 4-hour gap. So I don't want to say that this couldn't hold price and then we see price sell off. Anything can happen. But yeah, order flow is doing what order flow does, boys and girls. And just trying to read it accordingly here. But market opened up about a minute ago. I say all that to basically say I could be convinced, honestly, in either direction. Whenever you're at 50% of a range, it's easy to be convinced of either direction, if I'm being honest. So it's a little bit of a trickier read right this very second. I'm going to wait for some more information and some more data. We did get this 4-hour sweep of this candle high. So if you're going for like London lows, Asia lows down in here, maybe we get this 4-hour range to deliver from the high to the low. I think that would make a lot of sense as well. So yeah, moral of the story is we're waiting to see, boys. For me, at least, we're waiting to see. I don't have a strong, like, we must go lower, must go higher. Could kind of frame either direction. I do like, you know, that these session lows have been left. So looking like we're getting that displacement right now off the open towards these session lows. Some of you guys are probably already in some trades, I would think. Let's go ahead and move that over. We got Asia low here. This is Asia, right? Yeah. Asia low. Bottom. Where's London? Yeah, right above it. Asia London low. Didn't really manipulate too much though at the open here, other than we came up and we basically put these perfect equal highs right here. Obviously no SMT at this high either. Anyway, looking at the poll in the chat, 55% bullish today. All right, so the chat is back to being more so bullish than bearish. All right, we'll see what happens, boys. Google is up 7%. Is it really? Holy shit. What the? I'm assuming there's some sort of news here. And somebody fill me in. I apparently missed a headline. That's crazy. What the? All right. Why doesn't my XRP do that? Fucker. Dang. That's crazy. So as of right now, price trading down below these lows here. 15-minute inefficiencies, 30-minute inefficiencies. Is there hourly probably here? Yeah. And obviously digging into this 4-hour inversion here on NQ. I think if we can get strong closure below these lows, 5-minute is about to close. First 15-minute candle closes in like 10 minutes. You know, if we can get some strong closures below here, I think you could definitely frame easy draws to London Asia low, I would think, right? But this is where it gets a little bit dicey, right? When you see price, we got 20 seconds left on this candle. We raid the lows here. We see strong rejection, then you might second guess it. Especially with these equal highs right here. What's up, Antonic? Jax is doing well. I don't know where he is right now, but he's somewhere. TPGG up $36 trillion. Let's lock in, boys. 36 trill, huh? Join my VIP for $2.99 a month. Listen, you guys can follow Hamza for $2.99 a month, or you can use that same amount of money and buy my feet pictures. I trust you'll make the right decision. I just cut my toenails, so you could say we're ready for game time. PJW says, good luck with the consistency target. That's funny. Apple's up 3% also. Is there any... Yeah, did I miss any headlines, boys and girls? Vision says he's getting in long. Good luck, I guess. What's up, Chartist? We got... Yeah, I mean, NQ traded through these lows. We got SMT both sides. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Well, the SMT on ES and NQ on the higher time frame at the highs is actually with the 4-hour gap. But otherwise here, yeah, you see ES held these lows here. So we got SMT at this low. A 1-hour gap below here. 15-minute candle closes here in 8 minutes. I don't know. I'm just chilling for now. Just chilling for now, boys. No need to be too quick on the trigger. I don't know. At least that's what my ex always said. Oh, brother. Haroon's looking for longs. Yeah, I mean, I'd be looking for potential longs maybe after either closure or London Asia lows. Where is 930? Right there. So really no first presented fair value gap. We do have a gap at the 930 candle. Using electronic trading hours. Oops. Who's in what right now? I feel like I've seen a pretty mixed bag in the chat. Some people looking for shorts. Apparently Haroon's looking for longs. Nika said, just here for the vibes today. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Nika. I mean, no, fuck yeah, actually. I love when people come hang out for the vibes. Yashdeep says, I'm in dog shit right now. White dog shit or like fresh? Either way, sounds less than ideal, Yashdeep. Sorry to hear that. Here for the Camilla advice. Great crypto signals, Bruno, I've heard. Looking for longs after sweeps, waiting for news. If we sweep London lows before news or around news, then we go up. Such confidence. Such confidence, Aniket. He says if we sweep those lows, we will go up. Damn. The confidence is real, man. Confidence is real. Here for the fee picks. No picks. This is all live. But Tyler, is it pink? Absolutely. We're well hydrated, boys and girls. Well hydrated and well nourished. Has to be. Has to be. I wasn't when I started reading that comment, I wasn't expecting that ending, but yeah, well. Happy endings all around, I guess. I think NQ wants the 1 hour FEG, then longs maybe. So you're expecting longs from right now? 50-minute candle close in 5 minutes, boys. ES holding. Is there any other color? That's a great question, actually. I can't believe no one's ever asked that before, but that's actually a fair point. Yeah, why would there be another color? Like a dark lavender? Yuck. All right, back to trading. What macro indicator do you use? I don't use a macro indicator, Harmon. It's just the last 10 minutes of the hour and the first 10 minutes of the new hour. I don't use an indicator at all to mark it out or anything. The dead equal highs on NQ is making me go for shorts low key. Wait, let me get that straight, Malik. Because of the equal highs, you're going short? Am I reading that comment correctly, Malik? In your Twitter post, you had one. I had one what? I had a macro indicator. No. I just marked that out for the post itself to kind of just showcase. See, that's the problem when you post screenshots of charts on Twitter and shit. Obviously, you have to like leave some annotations, otherwise it's kind of just meaningless. So I like showcasing that because a lot of my ideas frame from macros or around the macro. So no, yeah, I just drew that manually and then annotated it. No indicator. PA seems slow today. I think it'll pick up. Definitely slow compared to yesterday. Obviously, yesterday we had so much movement overnight, and then we were moving a lot at the open. We had already went like 250 points down and 250 points up at this time yesterday. So, yeah, just chilling for now. 10 a.m. Jolt's job openings, red folder news. 15-minute candle closes here in a couple of minutes. Kind of just chopping around here at this low right now. Not a whole lot of sensitivity, though. You know, I feel like if we were going to reject this, potentially would have seen us make the move back higher by now. We'll see, but the longer we sit here, the more I feel like we might just see this sell off towards these session lows. But am I willing to put some risk on for that right now? No. No, I am not. We'll watch, man. We'll watch. Let him watch. Let him watch. ICT posting on X. What's he saying? Isn't he supposed to be returning on like the 15th or something for 2025 mentorship? What's up, Scott? Didn't get the free time to make that video. I'm assuming you're talking about the like futures terminology, intro to futures 101 type video. I have not, Scott Robertson. I haven't. I will. That's why I didn't give you a timeline, Scott. That's why I didn't give you a timeline, because I can't tell you one thing and then have you waiting. But obviously, if I wait long enough, you'll probably find other resources. Yeah, perhaps I should. This weekend's tough, dude. I got another wedding I'm standing up in. Rehearsal and shit on Friday. We got the Packers playing Sunday, boys and girls. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen this weekend, Scott, either, if I'm being honest. Maybe if I find some time. Maybe if I find some time later today, perhaps I could start knocking it out, but Scott, I gotta tell you, it's not gonna be probably done this week if I'm just gonna give you the honest truth, but I'll get it done. I definitely will. For a newbie future trader like me who's profitable of Forex, which prop do you suggest? Well, some might call me biased, but I would suggest Tradeify. Would be my suggestion, Scott. But candles look confused. I guess waiting for the news first. Yeah. Rich people laugh. ICT said 23,400 is buttered up. 23,400 is buttered up. 23,400 is buttered up. That's where we're at right now. We just took that out, no? You know, I hate to be a hater. I really do. But, you know, I think, like, you know what I might start doing to try to gain some bragging rights on Twitter? I'm going to wait for us to get really, really close to, like, an obvious draw on liquidity. And then, like, right before we get to it, I'm going to tweet that level. And then when it hits it, I'm going to reply to the tweet and say, boom, smiley face. He called it an hour ago. Well, let's see where we were an hour ago. It's 9:46. 8:46. We were right fucking here. Woohoo! Yeah! Nice! Fuck yeah. Chartist. Fuck yeah, man. Woohoo! Tyler, who do you think are some of the legit ICT traders? I think there's definitely a fair bit of ones that I would give the tip of the cap to for sure. But yeah, no, we'll I'll let you guys make your own opinions on other people. Unless they're like legit, like straight up obviously scamming people, then I'm gonna say something, but who? What are you guys, a fucking owl? All right, boys. 15-minute candle came and gone. We did get this closure right at these lows, basically. And macro in 2, news in 12. Just chilling for me. Probably going to wait for news at this point. Look at these 5-minute, last like 20 minutes. Wicking back and forth here at these lows. ES weakness finally starting to come in here a little bit. Selling off now. Asia low was actually taken out on ES. Interestingly enough. But yeah, I don't know. I'm cool with just chilling for now. Every strategy is kind of the same, LOL. Kind of. It kind of is. It's just kind of about how you interpret it. Is really the only thing that makes it different. Amazing how many students are going to chase the 2025 mentorship when he drops it like a dog in a meat market. You know, I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch it because, I mean, I don't see why not, but... You're probably right in terms of, you know... How many people will probably maybe learn like a new model or a new, you know, concept or something, and then all of a sudden they're trying to throw out their strategy that was working for them to try this new thing out. I played that audio in the beginning, boys and girls. You just need one model. It could be the OTE. It could be Silver Bullet. You only need one. $2022 model. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. I still think if you've got the higher time frame context, it's hard to beat the 2022 model in terms of like confirmations, confluence. He's a gem. Best thing about ICT is you find hidden gems when you watch him. He's a great... He does got some wisdom. Does definitely drop some bars, Anthony. I will agree. I will agree. I will agree. I did not have anything for breakfast, Paper Planes. Just some coffee here. Fasted. Caffeine kick. Just enough to stop the shakes. or start the shakes, one or the other. Your channel grow almost 500 people. Congrats. Oh, thanks, Jacob. You not like TJR. Thanks. My time zone is central. I'm in Wisconsin. So I'm 1 hour behind New York, but do you think you will be profitable if you focus and give yourself time on other strategy? Sure. Why don't you trade the 8:30 a.m. open? I just like waiting for 9:30 equities open. That's when the most volume is, when New York and, well, obviously when New York and London overlap, but I'm not trading Forex. It'd be different if I was trading, you know, Euro USD, GBP USD. Then perhaps I probably would. Even if I traded gold, I probably would be looking to be on charts earlier. But for indices, trading pre-market for me, you know, I don't like being caught in chop. I like waiting for volume to come in, have us expand. Obviously, there's going to be days when pre-market does expand, but that is an outlier statistically. You know, statistically, you're going to get more slow markets pre-market, and then real moves take place after open. So I try not to have a crystal ball and guess when that's going to happen when it's not. I just know statistically, more often than not, waiting for the open's the better choice. Thoughts on PB trading? I don't know them personally at all. They're funny. But I mean, I don't know anything really about them other than I've seen like their skits on social media, and they're pretty funny dudes. That's all I know though. Do you think you'll be using ICT concepts for the rest of your trading career? Probably, yeah. Probably. Until they turn the algorithm off. And then I have to jump ship, boys. If there is orange folder news at 10 a.m., do you trade before 10 a.m.? Sometimes, yes. But I mean, it has to be pretty fucking obvious of like where the manipulation was and where we're distributing towards the next draw. You know, a lot of the times though, guys, like price doesn't really like, for like today, for example, in my opinion, you guys can agree or disagree. In my opinion, there's fucking no trades here. Like at this moment, from basically opening bell really to now, like a real true, like great setup. Of course, there's always going to be people that are like, what are you talking about, bro? Fucking clean, easy shorts there, bro. I can't believe you missed the fucking dick and ball entry model, bro. Like, so aside from those people, like there's no entry here. There's no trade here, in my opinion. It's like high probability. But if you're forcing shit, you could disagree. Like you could, the market's moving. There's nothing stopping you from pressing buy or sell at any fucking moment. So, you know, just because you can put trades on doesn't mean there was great trades to be had. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when you have 10 a.m. news, that's generally how it goes, right? Not always 100%, but generally first 30 minutes of market opens pretty trash, and it sets up a real move in the silver bullet hour, or sometimes not till 11 a.m. So yeah, you know, it's you know, usually like after trading, when you self-reflect, whether you take a win or a loss, you want to look back and say, okay, did I take a really good trade? Like now you have the benefit of hindsight. Well, like, was that a good trade or did I miss something, right? And those are the trades you want to be taking, is when you can look back, win or lose, and say, you know what, I would take that fucking same trade again. It's the trades where you're like, nah, I totally fucking missed something, right? Or I didn't see this or didn't see that. and you're like, if I did see that, maybe I wouldn't have taken the trade. Those are the trades that you're like, ah, fuck. So you want to try to eliminate as many of those as you can. You're never going to avoid them 100%, but as long as you could defend your trade in front of a jury, boys and girls, win or lose, don't matter. There is news at 10, yes. 3 minutes. News in 2.5 minutes, boys and girls. You're right. I just lost 100, then won the $100 back trying to sell. I'm forcing it in these conditions. Yeah, I mean, shoot. Easy to force, and like, here's the thing. Like, if price just like dumps, people are gonna be like, bro, LOL, fucking easy ass fucking shorts. Like, okay, cool. Glad you caught him, but I disagree. Not for me, at least. But it's easy to read comments on social media. Whenever there is a move, someone somewhere caught it. And someone somewhere on social media is probably going to let you know about how they caught it. And it's really easy to compare yourself to them and be like, oh, what the fuck? Why did I not catch it? Am I stupid? And that's just the wrong way to look at it. Tyler, white color not hurting your eyes, money glitch? Bro, it actually fucking is. That's why I had to start putting these blue light glasses on. I don't know what it is, bro. maybe I actually hit unk status legit like over the last couple weeks or something. I don't know. But yeah, for whatever reason, the white's kind of been bugging me. I'm not going to lie. It's fucking clean. It's only bugging me though because in my office here, like with the lighting and shit, shut the blinds, make it dark just so the production looks good. The white charts don't hurt my eyes when I got just like natural light coming in. But yeah, perhaps maybe I should go to the dark side here. Maybe in the fall, boys. Spooky season, maybe we'll flip her to some dark charts. But yeah, with the blue light glasses on, it doesn't really bother me. So the flashbang, I heard Nick on Tradeify TV call them flashbang charts. I thought that was funny. Flashbang out. All right, guys, news in 20 seconds. Next, I'll be drinking tea, Scott. No tea. Coffee, though. We'll have to pour a double. All right, guys. Here's the news. Where are we going, chat? We gonna send this lower? Or are we gonna pump it? Here's my analysis. If we don't go lower, we go higher. It's either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. That's my analysis. You're welcome. Oh, I did just get a notification that ICT posted a YouTube vid. 23,400 draw on liquidity, September 3rd. Silent example. There you go. There you go, chartist. Thanks, Charles. I'm glad you agree. Wicks are making you unmotivated to trade. That might be a good thing, Coogie. Yeah, we've been pretty Wiki all open here. You know, unless you're ICT himself and you got this 23,400. But like, look at this little range we're in, bro. You're telling me ICT has been gone for months and he comes back and this is the trade? This is a 5-minute chart, by the way. Yeah. ICT, are you there? Are you in the chat by chance, ICT? If so, I want to give you a virtual hug. Do you accept? He pops up. Fuck no. Replicanto, I believe it's like 120 or 130 after applying code Tyler Rezahi. But yeah, I believe that's correct. I believe it's 120 or 130. I kind of forget. It's been a little bit since I got it. But one-time purchase though, which is nice. No monthlies. One-time fee. You got it. You get the license for. You can get 1 or 2 license for different machines if you want, but I just got 1 license for my one trading PC. Not for the month or the year. Lifetime, Ahmed. Lifetime. One time. Ain't that nice? I can't believe some of you guys were trading in this. You guys are some sick, you know what. You guys are some sick puppies. How dare you? Honestly, I thought PM session was clean as shit yesterday, though. I don't know if you guys, if anybody traded PM yesterday at all. We got what we wanted, right? I said I didn't want to see new lows. I wanted to see us trade back up into the range. And we did. We did that and then some. We actually traded up. We traded up even higher than I thought we would yesterday into this 4-hour gap. Yeah, look at that PM session pump yesterday on the 4-hour candle. That was nuts. That was knucking futs. Coming for these highs now. We have basically about to manipulate both sides of this range here. SMT'd these lows. If we trade higher, I'm trying to find easy draws here. Problem is there's one little 4-hour gap right here at the weekly open that we've rejected from already. Otherwise, I would say if we end up getting some expansion here, maybe look for this higher 4-hour gap. If we just end up chopping, I don't really want to engage too much. But if we could see displacement, this would be good. Mark out a couple of these highs. Pretty range bound though, so far this morning, even after this news. People are absolutely getting chopped up right now. Ain't no doubt about it. Tanya's long. I actually don't mind the longs here. I'm not going to enter anything right this second, but I think bare minimum, these look pretty good. But I'll let you guys have some fun. I'm good for now. Maybe if we left like a 5-minute gap and we trade back into it, have an extra PD array to go off of. For PM, what time is usually ideal for looking for setups? I like when the 4-hour candle closes. So lunch is 1:30, 2 p.m. So 30 minutes later is when the 4-hour candle closes and opens a new one. So I kind of just frame my PM trades off of that for the most part. It is interesting every once in a while if we get like really one-sided movement in the morning. Sometimes you'll actually find that the lunch hour itself will yield like sometimes the best reversals. It's not super often, but it does happen. But predominantly for PM session, yeah, 2 p.m. Trading right around 2 p.m. macro. And I believe 2 p.m. is Silver Bullet PM session Silver Bullet as well, ironically enough. So, Tyler, have you seen ICT is back? I have seen that, yes. Are you excited? I am, other. Mostly continuation, I assume. No, not always, Nins. It just really depends. I'm assuming you're talking about PM session. There's these range highs here, boys. 460. So let's see here. I just don't want to get caught in seek and destroy, right? Where I'm sitting here trying to get expansion out of a range, and then we just keep, you know, shallow drives below low, shallow drives above highs. Like, look at that sensitivity right now. Like, I don't want to be trading in a range. Look at ES right now. This is shit. Hamana. Yeah, some of you guys probably did hit TB, yeah, going for these highs here. So now chat's lying. So first of all, I don't know why you guys keep telling me about what Tanya's doing, whether she's long or short. I could give less of a fuck. But someone said Tanya's long, and then this guy says, where did it go? Aman says Tanya is not long. She's planning longs from 50% retracement. Listen, now you boys are capping too. I don't know who you guys think you are, trying to gaslight me like some side piece of yours. But not cool, man. You're going to cheat on me and then lie to me? You're going to gaslight me over it? What the fuck? Man. Hatred is real around here. Hate to be a hater, but I was annoyed when I saw Tanya was long too. Professional cappers, they want signals from 10 a.m. YouTubers on a degree. Tanya said she likes your glasses. No, she did. Ding. Ashvan says nobody does it like me. You know, Ashvan, I gotta agree with you. I think you're right. I think nobody does do it like you, actually. I have to give it to you. Done for the day. Congrats, Chris. Up a good amount, thinking we need to go lower. Yeah, congrats, Chris. Kind of eating Chipotle for lunch. What are you going to do about it? That's a great question. What am I going to do about it? You know, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And I just got punched in the mouth because I didn't have a plan for that. You know what I mean? I didn't, wasn't anticipating that. I'm going to have to really get to the drawing board and figure out what I'm going to do about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Would you date Tanya? Listen, I asked her to the prom and she She ghosted me. Whoops.
Oh, well, pardon me, Mr. Perfect! I guess I forgot that you never ever make a mistake!
She actually took out a restraining order against me after that. Ashvan wants to date TJR. I bet in her chat it's Tyler said he wants to go to prom. Probably, yeah. Tyler, why don't you take shorts? We're just in a range right now. What about Tori? What about Tori? Not seen anything yet? Yeah, same. Still in shorts, regular trading hours, going to age at lows. Anya liquidated. Tori's this. You want to take her to prom, right? Definitely got to hit up the local high school prom, yes. Come April. You know, you can never get the prom date locked down too early, boys. I know it's only homecoming, but listen, we got to get the corsage ready. The boutonniere. We got to polish the shoes. Relearn how to tie a tie because it's been some time. Let's see. Full body wax. You know, the basics. What's up, techies? Have you taken a trade yet? I have not, man. P&L is flat. Haven't touched a thing yet. We are just literally stuck in this range. I mean, I figured I was going to be waiting till 10. Still just ranging up here. Obviously traded up, took out these session highs. More SMT was formed. You know, if we can get, like, we're going to get this 5-minute inversion here in 30 seconds. Might be looking to see if we can respect and hold here, scale in, and then see if we can see like a 1-minute PD array to maybe go short towards these session lows now as a possibility. That's kind of the only thing I'm framing up for the moment, though. As a possibility. So I'm just kind of watching. Candle's about to close here. About to get this 5-minute inversion. Oops. And we're so rangy that I wouldn't even like front run this, like short here or wait for entry here. But what I would do is like see if we can respect and then form something on a 1 minute and look to play that just to be safe. You know, I don't want to like just short here blindly off an inversion and then be like, oh fuck, we're all the way back at these highs now, and then we're just getting chopped up. Try to avoid the chop as much as I can. Usually chop is no good for me. I'll tell you what though, back in my first year of trading, when I was trading support and resistance, oh, I'd have been having a heyday. I'd been like, dude, this fucking support and resistance rocks. Hell yeah. Oh man. Simpler times, right? Oh, Bollinger Band, support resistance trend lines. Come on now. There is no inversion, right? There actually is an inversion on the 5-minute. Yep. There is. Andrew says, there's your short. I don't know about that. I'm gonna just wait. I would rather miss, like, if we just like tap this 5-minute inversion on a retest and we just go straight to targets like these London Asia lows. I'd rather miss this move honestly than risk just getting caught back and chop here. Like, I'll wait for a little bit more confirmation. I don't want to see us in this range. I want the expansion out of this range. You know? You know what I mean, Chad? So we'll wait. We'll wait. We are generating a lot of sell side here on NQ. SMT again. We got SMT both sides of the market right now, so it's not really. You're short? Yeah, I'm pretty short myself. 5.9.5. We'll say 5.10. I like to say 5.10. I think I'm 5.10. You know what sucks though? When I meet someone that's like my height and then they say something inaccurate. They're like, "Oh, bro, I'm like 5'8". I'm like, "No, you're not." I get all fucking butthurt about it. No, you're not, man. Don't talk about yourself like that. You're more than 5'8". Don't do this to me. Anyway, yeah, no. I think that makes me short. Yeah, not 6 foot, boys. Not 6 foot. What I would give for a couple extra inches, am I right? Pause. Size doesn't matter. My ass. Benny goes, all right, today's gay. Fuck this. Tyson says, can't imagine being under 6 foot. Yeah, it's tough out here in these streets. All right, Miloff says, I'll give you plenty of inches, Tyler. Hell yeah. Please don't. Please, for the love of God, don't. What do you say? It's a choppy day? I do say it is a choppy day, Azizul. Fucking spot on, brother. Spot on. I'm so content right now with having not put any trades on, as I'm assuming many of you guys that haven't also put trades on are feeling the same way. So, yeah, this is why I did not want to just short this 5-minute inversion straight away. Because, I mean, dude, come on, man. That's fucked. Market makers are like, hold my beer. Time to steal everybody's accounts. Like a thief in the night. Coming for your heart. I'm coming for your heart. This time it's anything goes. You guys know what song I'm talking about? Come on. What a fucking classic. You know what? Whatever. If we're gonna get chopped, I might as well get a copyright straight on YouTube. Fuck it, dude. I might as well not even monetize these streams at this point. Friends, man. Y'all some haters for real. We'll go back to the elevator music, sorry. I just had to do it. Once I sang the words. It was stuck in my head, boys. Stuck in my head. Is this your single? Kind of sounds like you. You caught me. What do you think about Cammy Capital? I like Cammy. I do. I like Cammy. Him and I both were loyal top step partners for a while together. I do like Cammy. He made a shit ton of affiliate money. Like a shit ton. Way more than I did. But I don't know. He seems like a decent dude. I know he got some shit because he did the whole like identity transition. He went from being an ICT trader to, I think, volume profile. and people kind of shat on him for, you know, switching up and, you know, using the ICT name to kind of build his brand initially, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to do it. You got to do what's best for you, I guess, strategy wise. If another strategy you find more success with, why would you tell somebody to not use a strategy that they think they can use more accurately? You know, and I've always said this, if I felt like I could be a different style of trader more successfully than an ICT concepts trader, I mean, it would be foolish to say, why would I, you know what I mean? It'd be foolish to say, why would I not do that? But I don't personally feel that way. I found the most success with ICT logic and terminology, and concepts. So that's where I've planted my flag. But like I've told you guys, I'm not some strategy supremacist. At the end of the day, people forget that trading's about making money. And if you aren't making money with one style, but you're making money with another style, then that's what you do. You do what works. Regardless of what any ding dong on the internet has to say. You know? Couldn't find consistency with ICT. You know, the thing is too, Chris Alley, with consistency with ICT and consistency with anything, I think because the people that, like, for example, Cammy, I know I've followed him for a little while. Like, obviously I know who he is. I've seen a little bit of his story. I think he's more of a scalper now, if I'm not mistaken. When you're trading ICT concepts, and this is something we talk about a lot, like, the condition of the market matters. And when you're in choppy conditions like this, it really doesn't matter, right? Like, how many SMT, low, high, taken, equal lows, equal highs, fair value gaps getting inverted or not. Like, when it's chop, it's chop. Everything's going to fail. You're in it. You're in a holding pattern. You're in accumulation. All price is doing is accumulating orders on both sides of the market to run out liquidity later. And when you're trading in the middle of it, it's not going to work. Now, when you're doing like a scalping strategy of some sort, you could be in chop and still see success because, well, you're not going for that many points, right? You're going for 10, 15, 20 points or something like that. So, you know, most traders, whether you're like an OR breakout trader, an ICT concepts trader, you trade best in expansions. Even if you trade EMAs, you know, expansion plays are the easiest to trade for most strategies. So the conditions matter. And where you see most people, me included, when I put risk on in conditions like this, I get my ass handed to me as well. I mean, you guys have seen it countless times. And sometimes it's tough because I don't want to sit here on stream, you know, and take no trades, right? But when conditions really are, when I'm able to recognize conditions and they're poor, and I can avoid losses, it's always good to see that in hindsight. I understand in the moment when I'm not pressing buttons, putting trades on, it can be boring from the viewer's point of view, but, you know, in hindsight, if I avoid losses, people will look back and be like, oh, fuck, great decision. Now we're getting some movement, boys. They just wanted to inverse this gap and reclaim it and then send it. Maybe. I say that right now and then we just send it all the way back down. Maybe I shouldn't speak so soon. We got 30-minute and 15-minute closures in a few minutes. But yeah, if we can maintain this and hold above these highs, perhaps something like this could be on deck. But we will see, man. Gonna let these candles close. Might wait till 11, for all I know. I might just sit here and not press buttons for 30 minutes. All right, let me, hang on. Let me get caught up here. After a day like yesterday, I wasn't expecting much today. Yeah, in PJW, that's something that, like, you've been trading, it sounds like, for a while. And, like, that experience, I mean, it's a very true thing. It's just like when we get big moves overnight. or big moves in general, and then people get all weirded out, like, why are we just going nowhere now? It's like, well, that's just how it always goes, right? We get big expansions, and then we accumulate, and then expand, accumulate, expand, base rally, right? 95% of traders can't find consistency no matter what strategy they use. Very true. They strategy hop, and then when something doesn't work because they suck, they talk down on it. Yeah, that's fair, Kevin. The 97% retrace, I won't ever forget that, Andrew. Ever. Honestly, though, Andrew, that shit happens mostly in the New York AM session. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. PM session, I will say this, and I don't know if it's just because it's not quite as volatile. We don't get that as much. It's like equilibrium or OTE of the range holds. If you're on the right side of the market, like OTE and equilibrium will hold. And you won't see these 97% retracements. Unlike in the New York AM session, you'll see it a lot. Pretty wild. Why don't you trade Forex? I used to trade Forex. I just don't trade it anymore. Just don't want to look at too much shit. I'd rather be a specialist, if you will, and look at one market. Otherwise, I'll probably take too many trades. The more stuff I look at, the more trades I'm going to take, and I firmly believe less is more. For me, at least. Malik says, watch this dump now. Guys, this is just a choppy shit show. You guys noticing anything yet? Little broadening formation. You can destroy, question mark. People don't realize that there are different market conditions and you have to adjust your strategy based on the conditions. That's why they can't get consistent. Yeah, you know, and it's one of those things, Anthony, that just comes with experience and time, and you're still going to get it wrong even with experience sometimes. You know, everybody would sit here and tell you that no strategy is 100% perfect, but they get mad when it doesn't perform like it. Ties down today, got cooked, but price went to my draw on liquidity. NFP weak conditions are real. Yeah, honestly, I thought we were going to get a little bit better conditions in the morning today. You know, I didn't think it was going to be like this. Honestly, just waiting until 10 a.m. Honestly, there wasn't a good setup. Even if you were trying to trade opening range, I didn't think there was a good setup, though. And we were talking about that. I was like, I don't see a good trade here. But even if you just waited for the 10 a.m. news, you probably avoided a lot of just nonsense, right? What's up, Drizzy? Don't you think from yesterday's end of day price action is signaling some type of bullish V-shaped recovery taking place in markets? We're displacing higher. Drizzy, yeah, that's honestly, when I woke up this morning and I saw the 4-hour got inverted on NQ, and obviously we had taken out some daily lows. Like, I'm just, you know, I can have a bias until that bias gets invalidated. And to me, order flow is on NQ at least was saying that we may go higher. So I don't want to like be stubborn and just force shorts because of a earlier bias that I had. Don't get me wrong. I still think that, I mean, it's a matter of when, not if. I mean, we will at some point on the monthly, we will go here, right? I think we all would agree with that, but it's a matter of, you know, timing it out is the other half of the battle here. And we got NFP coming up. Obviously we got, there's so much shit though, like fundamentally coming up this month, right? Like a lot of anticipation for rate cuts, which should be bullish. So we'll see, man. It's, you know, the reality is, I guess, what's the overall sentiment out there? You know, are most people feeling bearish right now? Are most people feeling like, okay, the bull run's over, all-time highs, we gotta come back down to reality a little bit? If most people feel like that, we probably will go higher. And vice versa, right? So I guess I don't know, boys. What do you guys feel the sentiment out there is? What do you guys feel the sentiment out there in the world of the markets is right now? Are most people, would you say, feeling pretty good or feeling pretty iffy right now? Interesting to speculate. I'm not sure. Best loser wins. You have to learn how to be a good loser. Amen, Anthony. I did not, Carlos. $500? Bro. It's I don't know about that. $500? I mean, it'd be $200 to just buy a new one and pass it and activate it. I mean, you've already paid that cost for the account that you blew. I don't know about that. $4.99? That's a little steep. $500 for a 50K. Yeah, so you're comparing a Carlos to that, yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit tough. I mean, so you're all in cost on, like, let's say you blew a funded. Let's say it was a 50K. So 49 plus 149, so you're looking at just $200 right there. And then if you re-up, you're looking at 700 all in cost on that account now if you did the back to funded or whatever. So 700 versus, like, you could get a 150K for less than 500 with Tradeify. So I don't know why that would be. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're just kind of weighing those odds out, but people will buy it. Man, shit. Never looked at Dow Jones until the last 2 weeks, and oh my, is some brilliant SMTs. Prime example today. Have a look at YMU. Yeah, I've been seeing that a little bit more recently. Like, people, including like other traders that I see in the space, will be talking about how they had an SMT with YM, and that's what constituted their trade. And that's fine. And to me, that's in 3-4 weeks, that won't be something that people are talking about. Call me bold, but trust me, when it works and you want to cherry pick and talk about it, it works, and it works till it doesn't. So I don't really put too much stock into that. As somebody that used to do that and try to look at everything because I want all the information, right? Just speaking for myself, less is more. Always has been, probably always will be. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to pay closer attention to why I'm in the summer months next year or something, because maybe I should go back test. Somebody should go back test it and then report back. I just don't want to take the time to go do it. The YM correlation in the summer months. Maybe it's a summer months thing where it becomes a little bit more of a, I guess, credible maybe for SMTs in comparison. But yeah, I mean, for now, I don't really have any plans to add YM to the mix. Let's see here. So 10:30, we're at 6 minutes after the new 30-minute candle. Man. What do you guys think, boys? Are we going to get this move up out of this range finally, or? I kind of feel like I should just wait for like 11 a.m. macro or something. We do have a high at 509.5, and then the higher, I guess, more premium 4-hour gap, more premium. It's an OT of the higher time frame range, 552. The higher gap. Missing out for real. Listen, if you like using YM on a regular basis to draw your divergences, it's always in its own universe. It's been unreliable for me more than it's been reliable. in the past, so I just decided to stop looking at it a long time ago. In terms of like framing my trades on NQ or ES off of YM, just because it's literally always doing its own shit. I can't even tell you the number of times I've like back in the day, I'd have all I used to do this. This used to be my setup, just like this. I used to do three charts, ES, NQ, YM is what I did. And I would just watch all of them, just like this. And I would not take trades because we were like, Dow Jones was doing something totally different. Or I would take trades because we were diverging with YM, and then I'm just like taking fucking ass trades. In hindsight, and I was like, what am I doing? This is just a waste. Not only that, but on my other monitor, I would also watch the dollar. I'd watch DXY, and I'd look for an inverse correlation. Yeah, I guess the whole purpose of looking for divergence in SMTs is with highly correlated assets. And don't get me wrong, is YM correlated with ES and NQ? Obviously it is. But I don't think anybody would deny that ES and NQ are way more highly correlated with each other than YM, especially during the most high volume times of the day. That's just me, man. Maybe it's just cope. Maybe it's just copium, Blicky. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? How are we feeling, chat? You guys loving the price action today? Loving it? Hating it? If you're green, you might be okay with it. If you're red, you might be like, what the fuck? We got, I don't know, 10 minutes or so till 11 a.m. macro begins. Oddly enough, like this candle is fucking uber bullish, despite how we got from point A to point B is not the cleanest. But yeah, it definitely looks like we are drawing towards some buy side draws here. We're taking out, is this Asia? Yeah, we're taking out Asia from Monday currently. I haven't taken anything yet, boys. Just chilling. FX Life says TJR just made 14K and you still looking same. You still looking some setup. Nice, bro. You should buy his mentorship. You don't need that money anyway. He'll spend your money better than you can. I think you should buy his mentorship. Andrew, where are you going? Yeah, TJR also took that on a demo account with the marketing account that the broker that he uses gave him. So he didn't make 14K. He might have made 14K from mentorship sales or something. He didn't make 14K on a real live account. I'd bet my right and left nut on it. I'd bet my firstborn child on it. But congrats, I guess. Dunk Masters is so green he could be the Hulk, huh? Sounds good. TPGG. Yeah, I'm gonna see what 11 a.m. macro does. In all likelihood, may look to just get a 11 a.m. power of 3 through to this higher 4-hour Sibi. There's also Asia high from Friday, ironically enough. Thoughts on Orb? Yeah, works great when markets are expanding. What does the Orb look like today? You're doing what, 15 minute? Is it for it's first 15 minutes, right? So first 15 minutes. Guess we didn't get a break and close below. So you've had no trade today on Orb, right? So here's your 15-minute. This is your 15-minute candle here. Bang. I believe this is how you trade it, right? So 15-minute. You need to see a closure, break, and retest above or below. So no trade there. And now that you're waiting for the break, which is not happening until right here on this candle. So no trade really, right? That's for the 15-minute. 509 buy side being traded to there. Good old 10:43 a.m. candle. I like 552 as a possible draw. Mm -mm 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 -mm. 15-minute candle close incoming. See where we form a high. One guy hates you, bro. Is the big? You don't like Big Daddy Max? Big Daddy Max. He does make. Yeah, I would assume he makes a shit ton of money. I guess I don't really know a whole lot about him other than just seeing his content. He's funny as shit. I am in the fantasy football league with Big Daddy as well. He's been pretty funny in there as well. But I don't know. I guess I don't know too much about him in terms of like. The only thing I do know, we actually have a mutual friend, a guy that I went to high school with. Actually served with him in the military. So I saw my buddy from high school actually posted him one day on Facebook, like wishing him a happy birthday, and I was like, no shit. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. So far, I feel like I like Big Daddy Max from what I know about him and what I've seen from him, my interactions with him. But does he make a lot of affiliate money? Probably, yeah. Why are people hating on ICT? Oh, like Patrick Whelan? Honestly, I think the whole beefing stuff in the trading space is just such an easy way to garner attention and clicks and views. So I think that's kind of just a strategy at this point, but Talks hella shit to other traders. You talk about Max? He talks shit to hella traders? I kind of talk shit to hella traders too on my stream here. That's only when you guys misbehave. When you guys misbehave, I gotta yell at you. Modern Tech Life. Honestly, if you aren't in the trading space looking in, it's really weird how ICT traders act when talking about this man. I agree, Modern Tech Life, 100%. I could not agree more, Modern Tech Life. I can see why it gets labeled as a cult. I think those are more the lower IQ individuals, though. I mean, listen, I give ICT credit where credit is due as much as anyone. But I'm also realistic, and I criticize when I think it's deserved. The one time he was on my stream, I was criticizing him. Well, the one time that he said anything, at least, but I give the man his flowers. He made, and that's why I'll defend him. People say like, oh, he repackaged shit. He stole other concepts and he's reselling them as his own or whatever. Listen, I don't know if he did or didn't. Is it very likely that he probably did? Sure. But even so, he's the one that made the concepts popular and then taught them in a way that helped a lot of students who trade them today. So all those other fuckers, even if they did make them, why do they get credit? They didn't. Nobody knows about them. Nobody knew about them until ICT. So I think that says something. And he deserves the credit for that. I gotta shoot it straight. Gotta call it how I see it. And that is the truth. But yeah, no, the people that worship him are a little bit weird. But you can trade. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Professor Loki Crypto. Trading Hub. I like this guy. Sure, but how do you justify all the Robbins Cup talk? If you can predict the market, you should win. Yeah, I know. I don't. That was one of the things I criticized him for. I think he fumbled that whole situation. From what I saw, from what I took from it, I thought it was pretty shitty. For the amount of shit talking he did, for him to like shit the bed the way that he did, and then like to me it all sounded like excuses. I know he said, "Oh, I did it on purpose" or whatever. I don't know. I just don't. Hard for me to buy that, you know. That'd be like me losing a trade here on stream and then me like being dead serious and saying, "Oh, I only lost on purpose to teach you guys something." Like, you guys would be like, this guy, if you thought I was serious and not being sarcastic, you'd be like, is this guy retarded? Does this guy think we're retarded? You know what I mean? Like, so I think there's a little bit of a lack of accountability from his end. I would love to see him take some accountability, because I root for him. I'm an ICT trader at the end of the day, so it's like, why would I want to shit on a guy, you know, that has helped me in my trading journey? I don't want to do that. But accountability has to be taken by everyone, boys and girls, even ICT himself. So ICT, if you're listening, hey. What do you say we shake this world up a little bit, huh? Let's bury the hatchets, man. Come on. Honestly, the trading space would probably respect him a fuck ton if he, you know what I mean? If he did take some accountability. Like even the whole Bitcoin thing. I have friends that sent me shit when ICT said Bitcoin's going to 0 and that if it goes to 100K, he's deleting his YouTube. I had friends that didn't touch Bitcoin and got out of Bitcoin because of that. Now, that's their own stupid fault. I'm not blaming ICT for it. But how many times has that kind of a thing happened? You know, where he says one thing and then like it was all just hot air, you know, like the Robbins Cup thing. But when he said it, what did it do? It blew up, it went viral, got a lot of views and clicks and all this other stuff. You know, listen, if I told you guys, I wouldn't ever say this. That's why it's so funny. But like, I mean, he was really trying to sell people on the idea that Bitcoin is going to zero. He even said, "I'll delete my YouTube channel," and then it goes to 100K, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm not deleting it." Just ignores it. Doesn't even address it. If he was a man of his word, he would delete his YouTube, because that's what he said. I didn't say it. He said it. I don't make the rules. He did. You know. So, modern tech life, I say all that to say, I think I'm a pretty fair judge. And that just goes to show, moral of the story, boys and girls. You got to think for yourself. Be a critical thinker. Don't fucking, me included, someone says something on the internet, you don't fucking take it as the end-all, be-all, 100% matter of fact, like, you should come to your own, just like your trades. You shouldn't just fucking blindly signal bot people. You should, if you take the same trade as me, it should be because you also agree with it. You know, I would hate for someone to be like, "Oh my God, why is Tyler taking that trade? That is the dumbest trade I've ever seen." And then they take it anyway just because I am. That makes no sense. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are with a bunch of shit, not just trading. There's people who have been in this industry 30, 40, 50 years. Some know it all. Kid who's been trading for 5, 6 years didn't just make something up themselves. Very true, Kevin. Saying it's rage bait is a cop-out. I agree. Listen, is that what I need to do at this point? Do I just need to rage bait everybody? Is that how I'm going to go viral on YouTube and social media in general? I'm just going to rage bait everybody. I want that. Like, I also don't want to be known as the rage bait guy. I don't want to be known for like, oh, this guy fucking just rage baits people. He's a good marketer. Like, no, I do want to keep the main thing the main thing. I know I make a lot of jokes and off color or whatever, but the main thing, we're all here for trading at the end of the day. I don't want to be an entertainer. I mean, I try to entertain you guys when there's not really anything going on in the markets worth, you know, trading or whatever, but I don't want to be an entertainer. I want to be a trader. Ideally. But might have to say, fuck all that shit. That don't work. Time to start rage baiting. What's up, MMXM? I have not taken any trades. No, sir. Maybe I can look for something here at 11. I am toying with the idea. This hourly closes in 5 minutes. I'm toying with the idea of an hourly power of 3 into the 552 4-hour gap in Friday Asia highs. Otherwise, if it kind of just, you know, goes right there, or even if the next hourly candle opened up and we trade above this high and or into this gap and then start to flip back down, I'm probably not going to touch that. To be honest. And if anything, I would look for shorts back into the range. Hate to say it, boys. Everybody was shitting on me yesterday, but the realities are, the probabilities are what the probabilities are. And the probabilities are right now, yesterday, just to bring it home, yesterday we were 4, probably 5 standard deviations of Asia range below Asia yesterday. So from a statistics and probabilities perspective, that should tell you that it's higher probability for price intraday to go back into the range, higher. Some people were like, no, we're going lower, we're going to dump it. I'm like, dude, maybe, but probability-wise, probably not. Well, where are we at today? Today, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 standard deviations of Asia range. What is that? It's telling us that as we move up here, an intraday move back down is probably higher probability. You know? So these are just things that like I keep in mind as part of the overarching like thought process and now like all trading is probabilities at the end of the day. So why would I want to not put myself in the highest probability logic, right? But yeah, no, if that were to happen, right? Like let's say, okay, we got 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes till the end of the hour. You know, let's say hypothetically we trade up either right now or the next 5 minutes or so, we trade up above these highs, maybe into this area. I would feel great about looking for a short at that point. Even if we don't get here and we take out this candle high and trade back down, the only way that I will welcome a long would be if we leave this candle high, this hourly high. Trade back down, I would frame up like 50% of this range and then see if we set something up to long out of here. You know, maybe see if we can find respect off of this breaker. That was a terrible fucking line. You guys get the gist. And if not, then I just don't take anything. You know, I was very content with not being a part of this at all. Probably would have got chopped up. I mean, the first trade that I framed up potentially was off this inversion, and that shit was invalidated faster than me in the bedroom. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Content with that. Content with that. But what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Are you guys liking shorts right now? Are you guys liking longs? What are you guys waiting for right now? Are you guys just sitting on your hands doing nothing? Let me know. Some of you might be in trades. Yeah, I guess I should have asked that too. Entertainer is only for Friday night and Saturday nights. Bring it home, John B. What about shorts if we inverse 5-minute FVG? What about shorts if we inverse 5-minute FVG? Yeah. Potentially. I do think it's a little bit... I wouldn't expect like a full-blown sell-off. Especially if this hourly candle... I mean, it's going to close 10 seconds here. So like... You know what I mean? I would be able to fade back to like 50% of this candle if next candle opens up, we trade higher. Flip bearish. I could see that. That'd be, to me, low-hanging fruit, higher probability setup with these conditions. Otherwise, I would expect a rebalance first, and then we do that. And then we go higher. I guess 5-minute inversion... I guess basically what I'm trying to say is my targets would be like that. So if you got this inversion, maybe take it down here. New hour just opened up here. What's up, ETN? Nope, you can see the P&L right here. You can see my P&L window right here above my head. Goose eggs, baby. Haven't done shit. Oops. Have not taken anything. I'm just fucking blind. I guess I could probably take this off until I'm actually in something. Yeah, no, it's been a quiet day for me. We've avoided a couple what would have been choppy trades though, probably losses, so I'm chilling for now. Mike, yeah, looks like we might get this rebalance in. Mark out the 5-minute. That 5-minute gap is right here. So the 5-minute dealing range, this swing low to this swing high. Otherwise, if you're going to go on a higher time frame, 15-minute hourly, you could frame this whole move up. Otherwise, yeah, if we do get back above these highs, I would be totally open to a short if it presented. Tanya in shorts. I feel like somebody has said that like 20 times now. There's no way. Now you guys are just fucking with me. If according to the chat, Tanya's taken 18 trades today. Top step account still alive, Tyler? Yes. Not all of them though. I did blow a few. 2 weeks ago. I went on tilt one day. Basically, I took a loss. I think I took a loss on stream. I guess I don't remember exactly how it was. I basically was down a little bit on my Tradeify accounts, and I'm like, I'm not going to trade this anymore today on these accounts. So then I went to my top step accounts. And I forced a couple of trades. Blew a few of the fundeds. But I had taken a few payouts from each of those accounts, so I made money on them. See, Jacob, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have played into it the first time people typed that Tanya was in a trade. I addressed the comment in the chat, so now they probably just are like, I'm just gonna keep updating every minute what's going on someone else's stream. These guys are all cheating on me with Tanya. Man, male privilege. Fake news. It's a myth. It's a myth, boys. Got my top step X Fade 1K profit. Would you advise me in growing the account? Janice, I'll say this. This is what I always say. It's just, it all depends on your situation, man. I don't know your financial situation. Only you can make that decision for yourself. If you need the money, take the money. Take the money. But you can never go wrong with, you know, securing the profit for yourself that you like. What is your cost? What was your cost of that account, right? So it's like, can you recoup that cost? Maybe take some extra off, right? So you can, worst case scenario, you blow your funded, you have the money sitting there from your previous account to re-up again, right? Or, you know, if you don't need the money, then yeah, funnel it into more fundeds. Get more capital. Stay consistent, keep doing what you're doing, copy trade across multiple accounts, and multiply it that way. But it really, there's no right or wrong answer, right? For sure, I would say my personal advice would be, for sure, secure the money, though, that the cost of the accounts. You can never go wrong with that, because then you're risk-free. Even if you blow the account, who cares? You didn't lose anything other than your time. But we get more of that every day, right? Oh, yeah. Do you know anything about Hydra? Not really, no. I know he was getting flamed on Twitter, I think like a year ago, about he was trying to like make his own macro times. I don't know, I don't listen. It's like Romeo. I just don't listen to people like that. People that we are diverging here. ES new high. I don't listen to people that try to like put on this persona that like they're some magical fucking trader. Oris, if you say what Tanya's doing one more time, I'm actually going to put you in timeout. I don't give a fuck what Tanya's doing. Aman, we're this close. This close, Aman. I mean, Oris, the first 5 times was fine, but the 6th time, it's like, all right, we got to draw the line somewhere here. They follow Tanya. I think Tanya's beautiful trader. Listen, I'm telling you that the female privilege in the trading space, it's all just it's like so many horny guys, man. And that's not even to just discredit Tanya, right? I don't watch her shit, so like I don't even really know. I saw when she like first kind of came onto the scene, and it looked like she was killing it. Looked like she had some great results. Obviously, ICT gave her an endorsement, which helped. But you know, I don't know. I'm definitely wouldn't shit on her. I wouldn't say she's a bad trader or anything like that. I mean, shit. People have their opinions of me all the time. As soon as I take a loss, I'm the worst trader ever. As soon as I take a win, I'm the GOAT, apparently. So, you know, it's not my place to say, man. It's not my place to say. But I will say a lot of horny guys in the trading space. And I should probably get a boob job done. Because I think that would help me. But no, I mean, I would like to think though that the following isn't all just because she's a woman. Let's be a little realistic. She probably is a pretty decent trader, otherwise people wouldn't follow. If she never won, if she didn't know anything at all, nobody would follow her. What's up, Tyler? Tyler in the building. Yo, what's up, man? Bro, I have just been fucking chilling today. It's been boring. I haven't taken anything. Avoided all the chop at 10 a.m. And then was kind of waiting for some higher time frame closures. Now looking to frame up either one of two. Either we rebalance and then we go traded through this hourly high and maybe into this 4-hour SIBI at 552, or vice versa. If we get a manipulation above here, I would look for maybe the breakdown back into this range. So, but yeah, it's been pretty chill. We've just been chilling and yapping so far this morning. Avoided some trades in here though, which was good. I guess that's just as good as a loss. Or I'm sorry, just as good as a win. Avoiding a loss. So, just chilling for now. We'll see if we get something here. Macros ending. So that's sucks, but probably going to be hanging out for 5-10 more minutes. See what happens around this hourly high. Otherwise, could maybe look for PM session. PM session was pretty clean yesterday. Today, a little bit trickier if you're trading your normal silver bullet. I would say. But shoot, no trades for you either. See, boys and girls, does that make you feel good? Does that make you feel good? Top G Tyler comes in the chat. Some of you are like, man, FOMO. I missed this move. And then Top G Tyler comes in the chat and he goes, shit, I haven't taken anything either. Yeah, now you boys are smiling. You guys are grinning ear to ear, aren't you? Tyler, I hope you know you probably made someone's day in the chat with the extra validation. Just so you know. Just so you know. And then there's going to be the other people in the chat are like, wow, all these Tylers suck at trading. They missed this move. They don't know what they're doing. One in every crowd. No trades for Chris. New candle hour opens or 4-hour candle opens. What's your question? Macros are a little weird though. You know what's funny is the concept of macros actually was something that I didn't know, like I didn't refer to them as macros, but when I traded support and resistance, one of the first strategies that I learned from, I'm not going to say his name because I don't think he deserves the shout out. I'm not going to say his full name. His name is Evan though. Anyway, he incorporated time into support and resistance reversals. And it was always around 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and hourly candles. And for a long time, my first year and a half of trading, that's what I did. I would look for reversals at tops of hours, tops of 30 minutes, tops of 15-minute intervals. And so incorporating macros for ICT was actually something I was kind of already doing, I guess, in a way. So, yeah, I just don't understand the people that are like, macros don't exist. I feel like day in and day out, it's like macros the most dependable, cleanest moves for the most part. Well, let's see here, though. Get this sell-off to 50% of this range. We'll look to frame something if something can set up. Marked out the hourly dealing range here, as well as just this 5-minute. I wouldn't necessarily demand that it gets down to here, but just so we have it as a reference point. Should have used YM? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Evan. Hey there, I was wondering if you need a video editor. Deity. Oh, Deity. Funny you ask, Deity. Actually, maybe. Honestly, probably yes. Hit me up, Deity. Hit me up, Deity. I got some questions for you. OG Deity. That's funny. But it's actually so ironic. I was over the weekend. I was scouring for the potential of a video editor. Mostly short form stuff, but you did DM me on DC. Dude, I get so many DMs from so many spammers on Discord. I don't know. Shoot me another one, bro. Oh, you just sent it. Okay, I see you. Yeah, Deity, don't fucking send links. I'm not going to click on the link. I'm not going to click on the link, bro. The next thing I know, my crypto is going to be drained. Just send your work via like the actual file itself. I know it's a little bit tedious for you, but I just don't want to click the link. Oh my god. What's up, Alon? I did not take a trade today. Why does everybody keep asking that? It's getting to that point in the morning where people are bopping around different streams just to see how all the other streamers did, all the other traders. All right, who took what? Who got chopped up today? Dom, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked if I took a trade yet. Yes, I did, actually. I bottom ticked this short, the long here, and I exited right there. It was actually beautiful. If anybody didn't take that trade, you're a donut. And you need to study more. All right, Oris. I gave you a warning, bro. I just don't, like, some guys just don't learn. Timeout for Oris. So your stop loss was your... Exactly, Dominic. Yep. Yeah, that's how we do it. The old acronym Y Slime. You guys know what Y Slime stands for? Let's see if anybody knows it off rip. Wow. The first guess. Your stop loss is my entry. That's it. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. You, sir, have won this.
I'm gonna come.
You're welcome. More where that came from. What's up, Yeeb? I did not find an editor. Not yet. Maybe the guy in my Discord. So far, so far he hasn't been listening to instructions very well. So I don't know. We're not off to the hottest of starts. My buddy just texted me and said chop, chop, chop. Ass, ass, ass. That's an exact quote from one of my buddies who's trading right now. Chop, chop, chop. Ass, ass, ass. And he's typing again. Luckily, break even after 4 trades, he says. My God. Oh, man. We've all been there, chat. We have all been there, haven't we? Mentally exhausted. All right. Well, we got this rebalance here to 50% of this range. 5 minutes close in 7 seconds here. May get this 5-minute inversion that at least one person in the chat was eyeing up. Just closed below that 5-minute gap. So let's see what we do here. Let's see what we get, chat. Might see a deeper drive. If not, you know, if we can get, yeah, 15-minute gap here. So even though this is a 5-minute, higher time frame 15-minute gap in here, and we just rebalanced to 50% of this 5-minute dealing range. So I will play longs into highs, and I'll probably try to go for 552 if we could get some displacement up here. Maybe we can get a bullish change in the state. Could look to engage. Otherwise, I'm just going to let this do what it wants to do. You do thumbnails, Yasser? All right, send me your work. Maybe. Tyler, do you hate Trump? You tell me. Do I hate Trump?
No.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Nope. You got 2 of those also? Hell yeah. W Trump, L Trump markets. Fair. Fair. Biden may have had dementia, but God, his markets were great. Jacob, so true. I think it's just because the algorithm was the only thing working. You know, no manipulation, no shaking of the boat, if you will. It was just algo 24/7. So, yeah, I agree. That's why I say, like, a lot of people got into, like, ICT concepts. You know, that 2022 model was so fucking popular. And I think everybody was like, bro, this is nuts. You know, everyone's like, this is accurate as... This is the most accurate thing I've ever seen. What the hell? Everybody started thinking they were the market makers. And then all of a sudden, Trump says, hold my beer here. We're here to fuck shit up. Yeah, we'd like to interview as a team. We're here to fuck shit up. Step Brothers reference. You guys get it. Man. Not finding a bottom yet. Bullish breaker here. Still going to wait for that displacement up. Because if we don't get it in, like, let's say this 15-minute gets inversed. Well, boys, we might want to change our tune here. But you got to wait for these levels. You got to wait for them to close. You got to wait for these candles to validate. That's the hard part, right? That's the hard part, right? I thought I had a... I don't have one. Sometimes the hard part is just waiting. Moha says, 3 dubs today. Wallahi. Congrats, man. Trump makes the markets fun. That's fair too, Dunk Masters. I took the 5-minute IFVG up 25 points. Might call it here. Congrats, Tyson. Wolf Dubai also took the 5-minute IFVG. No interference with algo was goated. Oh yeah, it was a good time. Tell me you are new to stream without telling me you are new to stream. Why? Who said what? Oh, the whole... I see. My bad. Is that a fish? I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know what a wallahi is, actually. I hope I didn't say anything offensive. Unknowingly. JK, I kind of hope I did. W cells. What's CISD's changing the state of delivery? So opposing up or down close candles to an intended direction. Once we trade back above them and close, that is a change in the state of delivery. So to me, I would validate longs to these highs if, or right now, if we were to find support here in discount of the range and then give us a 1-minute change in the state of delivery. So right now, until we put in a new low, that level would be right here off this market structure. But if we just keep putting in new lows, then there's no trade here. No trade here, but I guess, yeah, if you shorted the 5-minute inversion, kind of expecting this 15-minute to fail, I mean, you're doing great right now. You're doing great right now, bro. Bro, right now you are doing great. Bro, you are printing so much money. If you took the short up there, you are the richest man in Dubai. You the richest man in Dubai. Oh, big boy, he print the money. Habibi, come to Dubai. Habibi. Now, 3 minutes left on the 15. Now I can be bearish, though, if we close below this gap. Now I can be bearish. Because if we were going to go higher, there's no reason for this to fail. If we're going to go higher. But she failed. So. I'm gonna wait for the close though. 3 minutes. And then would look to frame shorts. It maybe runs without me. That's fine. No trade yet. One more FA. Why did the world start why did the world start glazing Muslims all of a sudden? What? Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that was happening, I guess. PM Live. You never know. You never know, Fadi. Don't hold your breath. But anything's possible. Pear says shorts already happened. Sure. So far. You guys notice how NQ and ES do this a lot? ES will trade into a gap. NQ will leave it open. Well, finally gonna get this close. Finally gonna get this close. Holy. What would this short look like? Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and set a sell limit here for now. See if we can get picked up. 2-minute gap. Just basically went 50%. I'm debating if I want to go here with it. See what this would look like. May not get it at all. Oh, we'll anchor that to wherever the low ends up forming, I guess. But might just get this sell-off straight through. Oops. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, shoot, yeah, look at this hourly now. This hourly is like flipping, turning this into a bearish order block, potentially. Mm. What do we think? Am I going to get picked up or no, chat? %97% retrace long? I hope not. No, I hope not. Obviously, you guys saw the wheels turning a little bit. I'm just thinking through stop placement. You know, would not have minded if we put in a low like right here. Because then entry would have been... Because I wanted to kind of have my stop be above this 15-minute inversion potentially, but the way that this has displaced, there would be a lot of failed PD arrays in here. For us to get back up here. Not to say that it couldn't happen, but just going off smaller time frame dealing ranges here and trying to find a rebalance of these for a move lower. Yeah, 5 minute just left behind this gap as well. So 5 minute gap left here at our entry. I like my entry where it is. You know, if we just get a shallow dig into this fair value gap, probably gonna miss it. But I think I'm already being semi-aggressive with using kind of the smaller time frame dealing range for my premium and discount. Let's see. Let's see. I am aiming for the low, yeah. Yep. A lot of stacked equal lows here from opening range. I like those. But yeah, if we get, Carlos, if we get the 97% retracement, oh, that'd be pretty nasty. God, no, please, no. All right, here's a 5 minute gap. Let's see if we got the juice to get picked up here. Limit is set at 447.25. Also lines up with equilibrium of this overall range. So still going to be getting away with a borderline premium entry. for lower. Enrico says he's gonna wait for the 15-minute BPR. Yeah, we're just moving pretty quick here. I feel like we'll flush these lows. I feel like we'll flush these lows. Let's see. If we get the inversion here, it might be Dunzo. Inversion on the 1. Oh boy. Trap or not, chat? Trap or not? Kind of hope so. What's up, El Grande? Miss me always, man. All right, man. See you, pair. Carlos goes, TBH, want to end it? Crash out? Are you talking to me, or it sounds like you're talking about yourself now, Carlos? Are you about to crash out, Carlos? What's up, buddy? Yeah, PA's been tough today. Haven't taken anything yet. I got this limit set. Maybe we'll get it. So could wait for the 15-minute BPR at this point. 40, yeah, candle closes in 5 minutes. The fuck? Yeah, see that? My dog's like fucking up my plan here. You good? Chill, dog. Look. Bro. Oops. Bro! No way. What? Huh. Not chasing it. Relax, it will come back for you. All right, fine. I'll chill up. If you say so. All right, sounds good, DD. I'll check them out after a stream here. They always come back. Honestly, I wouldn't mind just for a little extra. I'm debating taking this limit off, honestly, and waiting for that 15-minute BPR. We're so close. We close in 3 minutes. This 15-minute BPR will form right at my entry if it doesn't come any higher in this 15-minute candle. I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it. It was a thought in my head, though. But if I take this limit off, I'm waiting, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to let it tap into that 15-minute, and I'm going to play a 1-minute PD array off of it. Decisions. Front run it or not? No, I'm going to front run it. I'm going to front run it. $15 15-minute close in a minute. One-minute inversion here looked like a trap. And it was. Looks like we'll get this BPR anyway, right at my entry. That was close, though. What is the high of that candle? 46.75. Yeah, 2 ticks off from my limit. That would be some shit, though, if it comes 2 ticks away and then dumps. All right, the BPR is my entry, so it ended up working out anyway. BPR Marbra is overlapping fair value gaps. So on the 15-minute chart, we have a bearish fair value gap overlapping with a now inverted bullish fair value gap. So on the 15-minute, it looks like this. Bearish gap here, bullish gap here. So the actual BPR technically is these overlapping areas, but it's a balanced price range. Peace out, Carlos. EJW said, relax. It's coming back for you. They always come back. I hope he wasn't lying. Because right now, it's looking like a 2-tick sell limit being left behind. Almost top tick that shit. Why does almost only count in horseshoes? And nuclear warfare. Oh my god. MD goes, just short it, man. Just chase it. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Max Trade says it's not coming back. Smart Paradise says, don't cry, Tyler. Smiley face. Oh. You know, it would just be unfortunate. Lunch macro in a couple minutes here. What a bit. The good ones never come back. So true, Yash. God, that's so true. The cleanest deliveries never fucking come back. Immediately goes to chart, starts fucking flipping through the time frames, trying to find an entry. Oh no. Arnar. 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 I don't want to fucking chase it either. It's like I kind of want to wait for a bearish gap to form, but then it's like if I wait for that, I'm probably going to miss it. You know? Might just be one of those days. Anyway, well, we got macro starting here. Let's see what happens. Limit is still set. Trying to be smart and not chase this too much and get, you know, too much FOMO and then, you know, get shat on. I guess it's always, you'd always rather miss a win than create a unnecessary loss, right? Amen, Jacob. All right, I guess I stole what Jacob said in the chat. Rather miss it than take a shit trade. Amen. I wouldn't be break even yet if I got triggered in. No, I would be break even at these lows, which we just generated equal lows. So if I get picked up on this trade here, I feel even better about it, to be honest. As long as we didn't get too wicky on this 15-minute, we'll be good. Dunk Masters, maybe not yet though. Maybe not yet. We still got hope. We still got hope. One more manipulation in the macro, perhaps, to fill our orders. Take us to the promised land. Would be sick. Dunkmaster says, I have hopes and dreams and KFC in front of me. Hell yeah. Stixner says, now it's going to be 1 tick. Listen, if I get left behind by 1 tick after this, then I just don't, it just wasn't meant to be. Not ideal. I agree, Modern Tech Life. Not the most ideal conditions today. I definitely don't disagree with that. But I think it is a pretty decent draw here to these lows, especially even with the condition that we have, right? Like we've manipulated above the highs of the range into 4 standard deviations of Asia. We've got all this stacked liquidity here. All the stacked liquidity here from this morning session. So I think not asking for anything too overzealous here, just asking for the other end of the range now. So I'm cool with it. You know. About to get this inversion with some speed. Oh yeah. Not planning on taking this. I'm just obviously just like commentating on what's happening. So, you know, macros here. If we just get this delivery, it's GG's. And I'll have left behind by 2 ticks. That would be pretty unfortunate. These last couple 1-minute inversions have been kind of nasty. Close, immediately come back up. More traps. One hour closes in 5 minutes. Chase it, Tyler. You know you want to. I actually don't want to. Earlier, I was looking for reasons to take my trade off. But I like it enough to take it, to be honest. So I just don't want to, I just don't want to get caught in here where I'm trying to chase it. You know, it could play out and maybe, you know, people would look at that as like, oh, good, you know, good thing. But it's just not something that I want to make a habit of doing. Especially not live. At least if I'm in the privacy of my own room by myself, no one's looking, I can just be a total degenerate. But when I got eyes on me, boys, I gotta behave. You know, I gotta be responsible. So we'll wait, yeah. Don't want to put that kind of rep on tape, you know what I mean? At least not too much. Otherwise, who's gonna pick me up in free agency? How am I gonna get that contract extension? You didn't look too long to the equal highs after market open. I did not, Jan. No, I was waiting for the 10 a.m. news, and then I mean we annotated the highs there of the range, but no, I didn't think the way the price setup was like the cleanest. 5-minute inversion, we immediately reclaimed it. You could have went long off that, obviously, in hindsight, but You know, at that point, your risk reward was like fucking. Well, actually, no, we actually took it out here. So, yeah, 10 a.m. Yeah, basically 10 a.m. If you just longed off these equal lows, you got that. I don't know, chat. She might just go. She might just go. Left behind by 2 ticks on my sell limit would be fucking mint. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy, man. 2 ticks? That sucks. Let me guess, though. I am willing to bet from the same... We'll see. Well, from the same 2-minute range, I believe I was using this high. On ES, we tap it, of course. On ES, we tap it. On NQ, we don't tap it. We leave me not filled by 2 ticks. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. That's crazy, man. That's unfortunate. It's not crazy. It's just unfortunate. I mean, the shit happened. That's trading, literally, in a nutshell. A game of ticks. That would be my break even. So the responsible thing for me to do here would be to take the limit off. Oh, brother. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to watch this for a few more minutes just to see if we flush through these lows. Did anybody get filled up here on this wick? That would have been a snipe. Absolute snipe. Was going for the top tick, bro. Oh. Was going for the top of the top ticks. Son of a, you know? I know we didn't touch, yeah, we didn't touch the 15-minute yet, I know. But yeah, this has been my break even. These lows here, I mean, at that point, been up, shoot, over 1.5 R at that point too, so would hate to see that go red, right? Drizzy says, my thoughts are 9:30 session low sweep, right back to 9:30 session highs. Yeah, I had no disagreements there, Drizzy. It just wasn't, the market wasn't something I really wanted interested. But we had the zone, the range marked out highs and lows. Obviously, we manipulated the lows. Not surprising to see it go back to those highs, but I was totally okay with sitting that out. Maybe that's cope, maybe it's not, but I'm being serious. You gotta believe me. I'm being honest. You gotta believe me. All right, we SMT'd these lows as well. Maybe we won't get the flush. That's what makes these conditions tough, dog. It's just a lot of things that pop up, easy to second guess and all this stuff. We got new hour just opened up. We've been streaming for a long time, man. That's a lot of yapping. Oh, yeah. Dunkmaster says it's going to come back. Well, I don't like it as much now. If it does come back, I would have to wait for more confirmation. I wouldn't just enter willy-nilly off of my initial thought. Well, let's see if this macro in the next 10 minutes can get it there. Is anybody in the shorts? Yes or no? If so, where's your entry? Let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm assuming we hit probably consequent encroachment of that 5-minute gap as well. Would be my guess. And we did, yep. So, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of a tough range to work with because I wasn't too sure on how much room I wanted to give my stop and what PD arrays I wanted my stop on the other side of. Partially due to the fact that the higher time frame 15-minute inversion, obviously, we were quite a ways from. So, I don't know. I was trying to walk the line there of like getting a really precise entry where my stop wasn't just ridiculous, you know, and my risk reward wasn't totally shot. So that was yeah. I'll watch through the end of the macro here and just see what we get. But otherwise, yeah, this will be a no trade morning for me, I guess. Got left behind by 2 ticks, man. That's tough. Waited all day for a freaking almost a snipe. Somebody said like last week that my forehead was a sniper's dream because my forehead's so big. Well, this fucking fair value gap was huge, like my forehead, and the sniper missed. So, fuck that guy. No scope. Oh gosh, man. All right, let's see. Well, while we wait, let's do a P&L check. Some of you guys might be in this. I'm interested to see how many people put trades on today. You already know people are done trading because freaking numbers start dropping off. They're like, damn, I'm out of here, man. Fuck this. Let me know, boys. Green, red, or flat today? Flat for me, unfortunately. I say unfortunately just because I didn't get picked up here. Made 850 today. DN trades longs. You're in longs, DN trades. Ballsy move. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it fucking pays off for him. He's calling for 700, 23,700. I don't think we see that today, honestly. I mean, listen, let's I'm gonna fucking talk my shit for a little bit. Last 2 days, just having the predisposition that we were so expanded to outlier standard deviations just of Asia range, and understanding the probability wise says a corrective, like a mean reversion type of a trade, is way more probable. 2 days in a row. I mean, like, if you're chasing the longs up here, like, that's why we were waiting for confirmations up in here before like just going long, right? And then understanding, okay, the gaps that should hold if you're still bullish, there's no reason for this to fail if we're going to keep going higher. This is the gap created above this high. If we're going to go higher, we're going to respect this gap. We're going to go. Maybe we wick down to, like, again, 50% of that dealing range or whatever. But no, we hold and we go higher. This fails, all context included. I mean, I felt like the shorts at that point, a lot higher probability. Now, if you're saying, but you're saying 23,700. Yeah, I just don't think we get that today. 23,700. Yeah, definitely. No, I don't think so. I never say never, but this time I'm going to say fucking never. Ain't going to happen. Maybe later this week, not today. All of a sudden Trump puts out a tweet, some amazing deal gets done or something. Markets just moon. Oh. Yeah, DN trades. Where's the I do wish you luck, man. I'm not trying to shit on you or talk you out of your trade or anything like that. I'm just, I guess, just speculating. Offering my speculation if you care for it, but wish you luck. I do think it's a bold move. Now, if you said that you were like off this SMT and these lows, maybe we trade back into that 15-minute that was left open. I actually would not hate the logic there. I still think it'd be a little ballsy, but I could frame the logic from here to here, but not 700. Have you heard about Trump's health concerns? Yeah, what's up with that? The picture of the hand, swollen ankles, it's symptoms of heart and cardiac problems. I mean, bro, the guy's old. The guy is so old. You know, yeah, I don't know. I hope he's in good health, obviously. Shit, I don't know, though. I guess none of us really know, right? I mean, the reality is they told us that Joe Biden was perfect health in his term, and I mean, obviously that shit was a lie. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Hope he doesn't die. Hope he doesn't die, like, you know, before... that would just be madness. It would be pretty chaotic, I think, if that were to happen, you know? So I hope that doesn't happen, obviously. Exactly, Dungman. I mean, yeah, so... I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty concerning, I guess, just the thought of it, but... Who knows, dude? Who knows? This is why you don't just chase shorts, boys and girls. There are so many shorts you could have chased in here, and you're just getting... You know... Macro's about to be over here in a couple of minutes. Shit, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. This 15-minute unmitigated BPR is still up here. My limit is off because I would have already been break even. So maybe it all amounted to nothing because maybe it would have just been a break even stop anyway. It's all good. Probably gonna call it here though. It is lunch hour, so I'll be back looking at charts probably in the next, I don't know, hour or two, and see maybe around that new 4-hour open what we do. But I do like the draw being these lows, 23,370. So I do like that, and Your keep my eye out for it. But with that being said, boys and girls, I hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday. I don't know as of yet if I'm gonna be on Tradeify TV tomorrow or Friday. I gotta double check, so I'll keep you guys updated on in the Discord. And we'll go from there, guys. I'll keep you guys updated there and on Twitter if I take anything else today as well. But appreciate you guys. Hit the like button before you go. Hit the subscribe button. We're live here almost every day of the week, boys and girls. Use code Tyler when you go to purchase your Tradeify accounts, boys and girls. And hey, enjoy. I don't know why I'm doing the finger pistol. Enjoy your Wednesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, either here or on Tradeify TV. But we'll see you somewhere, boys and girls. Don't be too big of a degenerate today. Only take good trades. Be smart. Plenty of week left. Just behave. Moral of the story. Anyway, guys, enjoy your Wednesday. We'll talk to you later.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire.